In today's video, we are going to talk about scaling Facebook ads. And usually, contrary to what I'm doing most of the time on this channel, where I talk about general strategies and how to properly implement Facebook ads on a more holistic level into your e-commerce brand, today we're going to talk about one nitty-gritty hack that my media buying team has used over the last couple of months, and that has led to us being able to scale more profitably as well as get more consistent results for our clients. So without any further ado, let's hop straight into it. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video here on this channel. For those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Victor and I am the founder of Victory Media, a boutique Facebook marketing agency that exclusively works with D2C e-commerce companies up to $10 million in revenue, and we help them to properly implement Facebook ads. Now, with that being said, for everybody out there that has been running some Facebook ads for any amount of time knows the dilemma that you sometimes have when it comes to scaling your Facebook ads. You go ahead, launch your first couple of ads, and the first couple of sales start trickling in, and you think, wow, that's great. Let's actually add some budget into that and scale those results. But as soon as you add this budget in there, for whatever reason, performance starts tanking. The reason for this is not that Facebook doesn't really want your money or because Facebook purposefully gives you bad performance as soon as you add some more budget to it, but it has to do with something that is called the learning phase. The learning phase is super important for you as an advertiser, not only because of the stability that it gives you and your performance of your ad account, but also that it gives Facebook enough results and data at hand to properly go out there and get more of those customers through your door. I don't want to talk about the learning phase in detail in this video. If you want to know more about the importance of the learning phase and how to exit it and why you should be trying to exit it and why this should be your main goal with every ad set, then make sure to check out all my other videos on this channel. I've been talking about this extensively in the past. Now, without any further ado, let's talk about this particular hack. Now, let's get right into the weeds, because as soon as you have some type of campaign performing or it's some ad set getting in some good sales and good returns and you want to scale it, it's very common to then increase the budget by 40, 50, or even up to 100% in order to, increase that performance. And usually this is when then the performance tanks. And the reason for that is because your ad set actually exits the learning phase and has to reset the complete learning phase, which will then kind of throw back all of those results. So in order to counteract that, we have actually started not going with those bigger increases, but only with 15% increase at a time. And don't get me wrong, this has been also pretty common for a lot of years already, that you go ahead and every couple of days you increase your budget 15% or by up to 20%, because usually your ad set will exit the learning phase and will be reset if you increase your budget by more than 20%. However, adding 15% to your budget will really prevent you from scaling more aggressively. So what we started out doing and what led to the same consistency of results and still being able to scale profitably and efficiently was to add 15% a 15% increase in budget onto that ad set or campaign, but 3 times throughout one day. It is pretty straightforward and it is pretty simple. You just, instead of going ahead and increasing that budget by 50%, which will then lead to your ad set exiting the learning phase and will have to relearn all the things that it has already starting and begun to learn. Instead of doing this and risking that the performance of your ad set will be completely thrown off, instead of doing this, you go ahead and only increase 15% in the morning, 15% an hour later, and 15% maybe throughout the afternoon when scaling that ad set. And this will lead to you actually not exiting the learning phase and Facebook kind of getting used to this particular budget increase. And this will actually then kind of build up on those learnings. And that is pretty much it. You don't go ahead and have those aggressive one at a time scaling or budget increases anymore, but still throughout one day, you will be able to scale more aggressively and increase that budget. The advantages of this type of scaling technique are pretty obvious, right? You're not really going to exit the learning phase meaning you're less likely to be actually having a completely thrown off performance decrease, or that you will experience something similar to what you have been experiencing before, that you add some more budget and you just hope for the best, fingers crossed that performance won't tank. We have seen that our results are a lot more consistent, and we are still able to add the same amount of budget while scaling profitably and efficiently and not really having those huge dips in performance. So that's pretty much it, and as I said, it's pretty straightforward and simple. And the next time when you see a campaign or ad performing super well and you want to scale it, hold back on it and don't increase that budget by 50 or even 100%, and go ahead and only increase the budget by 15% at a time, but 3 times throughout the day, which will then lead to a day-on-day budget increase of 50%. I hope that this quick hack really helps you to scale your account more profitably and consistently going into the future. If you want to know more about those little tricks and tips on how to properly scale your Facebook ads, as well as how to go ahead and properly implement Facebook ads to grow your e-commerce brand, then make sure to hit the subscribe button right below. And if you like this content, then also I would appreciate a like. It helps more than you could ever imagine. It also gives me a lot more motivation. Now, without any further ado, usually those videos are a lot more kind of strategically focused and less nitty-gritty hacks, but make sure to just watch through a couple of videos to get a sense of what this channel is all about. Now, on that note, thanks for your time. I really appreciate it, and I hope I'll see you again in the next video next Thursday. So keep growing. Thank you so much for watching the video to this point. I know that if you have come this far, that you form a part of an exclusive group of people that do not only talk, but walk the talk, and that you are hungry for more content. So therefore, I went ahead and picked out an exclusive video just for you that I know you're going to love. Check it out right here.